always some things to correct, but I kind of just did some reflection, made sure that I'm a different person whenever I came in. So I feel like there's some things I need to correct, and I'm looking forward to the new year.
How do you feel about having Vaughn back as a mentor?
Yeah, I mean it's always good to have a older guy, in the locker room to help us out. So familiar faces, guys with that's been here for a while now. It's always good to have those guys back. So.
Last year, you played with Nick for a portion of the program, with Jordan for
Mm-hmm.
a portion. Nick was new to the team. Jordan was a rookie. How
Uh-huh.
hard was that? I mean, maybe on paper or initially it wasn't going to be that hard. How hard was that as the season progressed?
Yeah, it was just a lot of new faces. Really, I mean, we all try to come together, with just different, skill sets, and I feel like it, went well for for a certain amount of time, but things just didn't, turn out that way. So, it's that's just the life of the NFL too. So.
Got off to a great start last year. Was it a weird season just in terms of it being kind of a roller coaster ride?
Not really. I mean, I know everything that comes with NFL comes with that, and that was really my first time really playing like full-time safety, a position I really haven't played at all, since I've, played, like collegiate football and things like that. So it was a step for me, but I mean, I feel like I did, well. I mean, sometimes it wasn't the best, but, I feel like some things I can take away from that, and I feel like I can, regroup and come back from that this year.
Dax, did you say you spent some time in reflection on last year?
Yeah.
Why was that important for you to do?
Because I knew I had to take a next step, for this season. It's always good to look at the things you did last year and, figure some things out. And, I feel like that's important to grow. So,
Dax, what's the next step?
I guess the next step is right now, to be honest, starting right now and really getting ready for this, this season. So,
Is your goal to be a safety this year? There's been so much talk about
Yeah.
positions and different things. Obviously, you can do a lot of different things. Is
Yeah.
your goal to be safety this year?
My goal is to to be the best version of myself. That's what I try to put on day in and day out. And that whatever God has called me to do, I'm gonna do that. So I'm not really worried about anything.
With the guys that they signed, did they specifically reach out to you and say, "Hey, this is what we're doing, and this is why we're doing it"?
Yeah, they did. They definitely did, and I appreciate that. Just having that conversation before things turned out. So really just hearing them out with why they did the things they did, and really just still being myself. So whatever happened, I can't control that, but I'm gonna just put my best foot forward. So
What do you think your best role is?
I mean, whatever role they tell me to do. So I mean, that's all I can say.
What have they
You try to-
indicated where they want you to play? What's the plan going to be for you? Where you're going to be lining up throughout the offseason?
You said what?
What's the plan going to be for you? Where you're going to be lining up in the offseason? What have they kind of told you?
I don't know. This is my first day, really bad. So I'm gonna just see what they say, and whatever God has planned, that's what I'm gonna do. So
Is it hard not to try to guess and get inside their head and think what or predict what they are going to ask you to do?
I'm not really worried about that. At the end of the day, I'm gonna just be myself. So yeah.
Would you like more clarity?
I mean, it helps, clarity, but that's what training camp, things like that's for. OTAs. I mean, it's kind of right now, really just setting the blueprint for what's to come. So.
Do you think
Yeah.
it helps, Dax, to have a guy like you who knows your skill set inside and out? Has seen what you've done from the start here.
Yeah, I mean, it's always good to have a coach that supports you, that kind of can utilize you the best way, and we'll see how that goes this year.
What are the conversations been like with you throughout the offseason and kind of as y'all look back at kind of how last year went for you? What are those conversations been like?
Really, just be prepared for anything. I mean, obviously, free agency happened, and really just kind of whatever kind of just is in place. I mean, I really just have to be ready for that. So I'm not really stressing out about what's to come, and I've been through so much in the first 2 years. So I mean, it's nothing that I'm not used to. So.
When we've asked about you, the answer we always get is, "This guy can do anything," And so I'm just wondering, what do you think you do best?
like you said. Anything, to be honest. Yeah,
That's your strength.
that's my strength. I mean, I feel like that's what God gave me, and I'm gonna just do that the best I can.
What do you feel like you did best last season?
Really just stepping into a role that a lot of people thought that I was kind of just like, I don't know. We'll see how things play out, with the guys that they had, and I kind of just, like I said, reflection. I feel like I did, some good things and some things I need to correct. So I'm glad, last year happened.
When you look at the other side of it, how